Hey, how are you, Jeet? How are you, Rupesh? Good to see you guys. How you guys been? Just wait for few more people to join. But in the meantime, just send me a few comments and give me a few highs and tell me what's happening. Hey, Sarup, how are you, Sarupa? How are you? Hey, Radhika, Divya, how are you guys doing? So let me know in the comments. I don't know if you guys are aware or not aware about the purpose of this whole live today. First of all, if you guys can hear me clearly, if you guys can just give me a thumbs up or something like that so I know that I'm audible and you guys can hear me clearly and understand what I'm saying. Can you guys hear me? Hey Sylvester, what's up, buddy? Can you? So guys, can you? Hey Shruti, how are you? How and Ruchi is also here. I can see Ruchi as well. Lovely. So guys, all right. So I think, hey Radhika, how are you? So today I have somebody really interesting who does some really fantastic work, and I have like a whole bunch of things that I'm going to ask her. We're going to talk about. We're going to talk. Hey Chandni, how are you doing? We're going to talk about how relationships are really important, when it comes to becoming emotionally strong. And we're also going to talk about, the difficulties people face. And I think it's going to be a very interesting conversation because right now is the time of the lockdown. Right now it's the time of the coronavirus, and so we're just waiting for Ruchi to come on board. Hey Mohit, what's up? Hey Parth, Clue Bollywood, what's up? Hey Kushi. So Ruchi, I can't hear you. I don't know why. Now you're there. I can't see you or hear you. How are you, Ruchi?
I am doing good. How are you, Jay?
I'm doing excellent. I'm doing really well. Guys, let me just introduce this beautiful woman to you guys. Ruchi is a couple clarity coach. Okay, I've known her for a while. I've known her and her husband actually, and they are like, you guys should go on her profile and follow her because they have these really like cute pictures that you see, and I'm definitely jealous of what you guys have. It's so adorable, but
Thank
apart
you.
from that, Ruchi, you're welcome. I mean, it's brilliant. You guys are sorted. I mean, you guys have found each other and guys have figured things out, and what I wanted to talk about today with you is a few different things, and we'll be going over a few different topics when it comes to relationships and couple clarity. I want to know more about couple clarity, by the way. So you're going to tell me about that. But what I really
Right.
want to talk about today is emotional strength, or rather emotional weakness, and how that contributes to a detriment in our relationships. It destroys our relationships, and also the fear
Right.
of commitment. I think a lot
Right.
of people, I think more men than women, have this
Mm-hmm.
fear of commitment. I was just talking to, somebody I'm working with. I've been working with him for a few months, and he was talking about commitment for a long-term relationship, somebody that he's been on and off in a relationship with for 10 years, and he had this belief somehow deep down that he will not be able to commit long term, you know, and which was stopping him from moving forward in the relationship. So I personally believe that a strong relationship is very important for you as a
True,
person to become strong,
true. I agree
you
to it
know.
completely.
So I want to know your take on it. So first of all, if I've not introduced you, properly, I want you to introduce yourself properly once. So just give people an idea of who you are, and also tell us what couple clarity coaching is all about.
Perfect. So, hi guys, this is Ruchi Hirani, mother to this amazing daughter, wife to a superhuman, a lot foodie, trust me, a lot foodie, a little crazy, but I am a strong believer. Choreographer turned homemaker and turned author. And now I am a couple clarity coach. So basically, my vision is to help all the couples out there to transform themselves into a power couple and overcome all the negative emotions they have between themselves and then design their happily ever after. And why I planned this mission was that हम शादी के दिन happily ever after hashtag लगाते हैं and शादी के दूसरे ही दिन वो completely गायब हो जाता है. So I want people to believe and make happily ever after possible. So that's my mission, Jay.
Wow. So your whole mission is to make sure that couples get that happily ever after dream,
Less.
life together that we all
Yes.
see in the media or in movies or things
Movies,
like that.
movies, and even the Bollywood actors they whom we look up to, be it Anushka, Virat, Deepika, Ranveer, we feel they are living this life because of the Bollywoodish environment they have, or it's just a movie, it's edited, it's created, but we can live the exact same life. We just need little alignment to thoughts and emotions, and we are good to go.
Wow, that's amazing. And guys, isn't she amazing? The enthusiasm that she has about this work that she's doing. And you know what? When you see her and her, because I've actually met her and her husband together, and you see them together, they're like that. Like they have that kind of a connection. They have that kind of like a bond, and that's absolutely
Right.
wonderful. So, Ruchi, let's start
Please.
off this discussion, this topic, right?
Done.
Now,
Yes, truly.
I have had a mix of questions coming in from people, and there were a few things that I wanted to talk to you about. Okay, so let's
Okay.
start off with the fear of commitment. Let's start with that. Because I
Okay.
think that's one
Okay.
thing that is stopping a lot of people from even getting into relationships. In the first place.
Very true. Very true. Very true.
So where does this
So,
come from?
I'll tell you, fear of commitment is very much into today's generation. Okay. Reason number one, I'll be little specific. Can you hear me, Jay? You got paused. Okay,
I
okay.
can hear you.
So I want to give two reasons for it, Jay. Reason number one, nobody teaches you to become a husband or a wife. There is no book, there is no written concept, there is no university, school, parents. Nobody teaches you to become a wife or a husband. So, first, we are walking into a wall which we are not knowing how to crack. We just have given the tools कि ये तुम्हारा responsibility है और ये तुम्हारा responsibility है. Shoot. So the fear of walking into dark is one of the biggest reasons that people fear to commit because they have a fear of unknown. How will they deal with it? How are they good at it? Whether they'll be able to handle the responsibilities or not. So that's one of the reason. And second reason, what I know is, see, I like sizzlers a lot, Jay. I told you I'm foodie. I love sizzlers a lot. But
Yeah.
probably I will not go and cook sizzlers at my home. I have to go and buy vegetables. I have to wash, cut, saute, prepare my sauces, rice, noodles, and then my pan, and then I have to arrange them all and prepare them into my plate and eat that for next 10 minutes, where the preparation time is 3 hours. What I'll do is I'll give it a call, I'll order my sizzlers, and that 20 minute of waiting time, I'll dance, I'll be romancing my husband, I'll playing with my daughter, I'll do anything which I want to, which makes me feel happy.
Right.
So I am getting the feeling of the satisfaction of eating a sizzler. That is the instant pleasures that I'm talking to you about. but I will not take the pains of committing myself to cook a sizzler from the scratch. You get my metaphor? I'll try to put it more
Yeah.
simpler. So people want to feel belonging, to feel that they have somebody's back, but they fear commitment because of the kind of inputs or the hard work they need to put for a relationship to work. That is the reason the phobia is there.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. So, basically, what you're saying is that there is a resistance from all the work that is required. And Shruti is saying, got it very straight. Think she's in
Thank you,
agreement with
Shruti.
you. She's in agreement with you there. So you're saying that people have a hard time putting in the effort, you know? Here,
Yes.
in is it really so? In my opinion, right? And is it really the effort that turns people off, or do you think it's more the mindset of the fact that putting in work into committing is effort, that requires effort, but it could also be looked at in a different way, right? I mean, it could be fun,
Right.
it could be a journey, it could be
And
something that you're experiencing
true.
together.
True, but what about the mindset that you just pointed out, Jay?
Yeah.
Where do we learn to become something? Firstly, I'll be very clear that we have our parents to look up to. So if we are thinking also subconsciously that I need to step into a role of a wife or a husband, we will recall all the memories of our father figure or a mother figure. Can be mom, dad, uncle, auntie, masa, masi, fufa, fafi, anybody whom we looked up to as a couple, as a strong couple. And we think that okay, I want to pick up these traits of these people, and I don't want to pick up traits of particular people. And then we just
Right.
design our entire mindset. And with the today's kind of lifestyle we are living into, we are adapting the mindset of the last generation, which is not matching. So we have the mindset of the older people, and we have a lifestyle of current people. Today, people want quick things, fast delivery, fast solutions, quick solution, quick read. We don't want to take pain. Like my mom must have cooked for 12 people at a time. I will be like, 12 jan aane wale, hain. Let's Swiggy. I will not put my pains into cooking for 12 people. I would rather do a call. So that kind of adaptation we have of mindset varies and is not in sync with the kind of lifestyle we are living into. That difference of mindset does exist, and that is creating a problem, which you just pointed out.
Makes sense. Nivedita in the comments says totally agreed. She's happy around the world. That's her. So now, what do we do about this? I mean, you're saying so we have the old mindset. We have basically the wrong mindset, right? We have the wrong
Right.
mindset
Right.
when it comes, and it's not working in the current environment that we have right now. The current challenges that we have
Exactly.
right now. It's a stressful life. It's a faster life. People expect
It's a
things
faster.
faster. We are living
Right.
in a Tinder culture, right?
Tinder
So
culture. Swipe left,
what do
swipe
we do?
right.
Exactly. So now what do we do about this? Like I know that you have a book, by the way, you are an author. Like, is this something that you cover, or how does someone go about this?
See, so the book I have written, just give me a moment. You've nicely pulled up, so I'll just show it to my viewers. So this is my book, Smile Please, You Are Married. So this
Lovely.
book basically talks about 6 powerful stories of millennial couples, and even see 6 months into marriage and you are having problems. This is like universal. You cannot escape. You are nowhere different than any couple. Even I had problems. So what you know me now, it was not the same before. I had my problems, which I'll definitely share with you over a period of time. But every couple has a problem, and how do you crack it? And how do you deal with it is what is included in the story, and the 10 commandments that should be followed in any relationship for it to work very smoothly. So basically क्या चाहिए लोगों को relationship में? They want to be feeling happy, attention मिलना चाहिए, care मिलना चाहिए, प्यार मिलना चाहिए, and most importantly friction नहीं होना चाहिए. I mean, we live a happy life. We don't want to fight and crib about things and just mess up things. That is what is basically everyone's requirement is. So for that, if you pick up the problems, kind of put it on the table, talk about it, accept it, take the responsibility of changing certain stuff, then you are all sorted.
Wow. So I actually few things that you said over there made a lot of sense to me, especially when you talked about taking responsibility. You know,
Yes.
so I am all about helping men become physically, mentally, and spiritually strong. That's what I do,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And one of the main things that I think that a lot of men put for later is, I'll put my, my finances are the most important thing. Building my career is the most important thing. But you know what? Marriage can wait, or relationships can wait. You don't have to,
Right.
have to get married. But I'm saying relationships can wait, or romantic
Can wait.
relationships can wait for a later period of time. And I think part of it comes from there, the fear of commitment, and also part of it comes from what you said, that not wanting to take responsibility. But I think in order to be strong, I think strength comes from, it's not something that's innate, but something that's developed by taking that responsibility, in all aspects of your life. And I think if you take
Yeah.
responsibility for yourself, then you are able to, like, so for example, if you're with somebody and that person said something to you and that made you upset, maybe you wanna, instead of asking why did she say that or why did he say that, maybe look internally and is that you could have done that gave rise to that sort of a reaction. I don't know if you caught me there completely, or
So
if you heard me
I
completely or
did.
not.
I did. There was a pause in between. I did hear completely, but what you are talking about of self-realization will come after you clear your mindsets and your codings. See, everybody has in India, especially, everybody is coded too negatively about marriage concept. Okay, I'll tell you that thing. Be it a man or a woman, whenever your friends talk, come on, let's take your example. So, आप लोग बैठे हो सारे bachelors हो, all boys, you're sitting, you're talking. What is that
Sure.
one pun you are talking about marriage? बेटा मजे कर ले, शादी हो जाने दे, फिर पता चलेगा कैसी बीवी मिलती है. Isn't that the common
Right.
joke we have?
It
But
is,
that
it is, it
joke
is.
turns,
And what is
it
that? What is
is,
the
it is. And
connotation behind that?
that joke is fitting your subconscious mind so strongly, it's feeding your belief system कि भाई बीवी आएगी तो लाइफ की लगेगी. That is the one
Right.
kind of, whenever we talk about marriage, subconsciously वो पीछे एक आवाज होती है, तेरी लगने वाली है, तेरी लगने वाली है. So that is going on so strongly that people are afraid of getting into marriage system, thinking that okay, my life is going to go haywire or going to get into hell when I get married. Similarly with females, when we girls talk, we generally don't talk about husbands, but we talk about in-laws. कि सास ऐसी मिलेगी, सास पॉलिटिक्स खेलेगी, सास ये सास वो. अरे भाई, वो भी किसी की माँ है, वो भी अपने बच्चे का भला ही चाहेगी. बट नहीं, हमारे कल्चर में वो इतना फीड हो चुका है. और थैंक्स टू एकता कपूर सीरियल, हमने सारी दुनिया की पॉलिटिक्स तो वही देखी हुई है. मतलब कैसे हो वाला जो इतना भी एक्शन है, वो हमारे सबकॉन्शियस में अच्छे से फीडेड है. सो व्हेन एवर गर्ल्स और बॉयज टॉक अबाउट मैरिज, इट इज नेगेटिव नेगेटिव नेगेटिव. इतने मीम्स ले लो, इतने एसएमएस ले लो. मैरिज मेन के दुखी होने के व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप बने हैं कि चलो मिलके दुखी होते हैं, हम शादीशुदा लोग हैं, अब तो हमारी लाइफ ही खत्म हो गई है. वाई? Why can't you see people die for companionship? Dude, you're married, you're so damn lucky, you've got companionship for life, for eternity. सात वचन जो लेते हैं for eternity is a kind of belief system you should create in you that, whoa man, this man or this lady is for me. He is going to love me. He's going to take care of me. I have somebody's back. I am not alone. The major fear of being lonely in life is covered when you get married. And still marriage is taken as much negative as possible.
Wow, that's true. And you're right. I mean, I think dying alone is probably the number one fear, or at least one of the top fears that people have.
And the major reason for depression, that you don't have anybody to talk about and you don't have anybody to listen to you. अगर आपको कुछ नहीं ना, आप सब ठीक है, life is perfect, but you just want to sit with somebody and over a sip of tea or coffee, you want to just say it that सब ठीक है, life is good. Even for that you need a companion, right? And for imagine the finances Oh, we'll really talk about the finances as a whole topic. Please remind me on the later part. Please. I'll be like distracting from that.
Sure, no problem. In fact, you can go into it right now if you like. I mean, this is good as a time as any to go into it.
Great. So this is what I just kind of click मुझे हुआ जब हम बात कर रहे थे. We also fear that marriage is attached to expenses. बीवी आएंगी, खर्चे बढ़ेंगे, बीवी के एक्सपेक्टेशंस बहुत होंगे, उसे शॉपिंग पे ले जाओ, ये करो वो करो, अरे तू बहुत खर्चा करती है. So lot of things into related to finances which men fear. कि मैं स्टेबल हो जाऊं फिर मैं शादी. द क्वेश्चन यू आस्क्ड मी दैट दे कीप द रिलेशनशिप एट द लेटर स्टेज because they want to get their finances sorted, because they want to get their job sorted. Why? Because they think that they have to be financially strong to handle a wife. But that's not true. Imagine if you both earn, you both have your financial goals aligned with each other. You have both have a vision set to achieve. Wouldn't it be a powerful couple and powerful lifestyle that you both are earning? One has a plan of spending it for the family. My husband कमाए, घर का खर्चा चलाए, बीवी कमाए, icing on the cake के लिए. So you have the base from the husband and you have the icing from the wife. What beauty it would be. What do you think, Jay? Would it be the best thing ever that you are so strong financially that you can do anything in life you want?
Yeah, I mean, I think what you're saying makes sense because, when you have two people on the same team, now the problem is when they butt heads and they kind of feel like they're on the opposite side, but actually you're on the same team, you're on the same side of the table.
Exactly.
And if you work together, it can be, I really honestly believe that, a strong relationship between a man and a woman or a man and a man or whatever, I mean, that is like it's a strong foundation for you. I think, so at
Yes,
one
it
level,
is.
you need to be centered in yourself and you need to be self-sufficient. True. Right? You can't be dependent on another human being. But on the other hand,
Yes.
I think there's so much more that you can achieve if you have a strong relationship to help you power yourself to another level. Because
Right.
what you
And
can do by
that's
yourself.
where, yes,
No, that's where.
that's where clarity is required. That's where
Right.
alignment of thoughts, emotions, everything is required.
So we have a question over here for you, Ruchi.
Yes.
But what if your partner is not cooperative and not ready to evolve? What do you do in that situation?
See, sometimes you will have to take that, not sometimes, I think all the time you need to take the initiative. So when I wanted to change my marriage, happy world around, right? I'm answering for you, so I'll be sharing a little part of my story with you. Uh, 2017 May I got married. Till 2000 almost June 2018, I was feeling like why am I into marriage? I started hating everything on and around marriage. Like talking to me right now, you might not even believe me, but this is what I actually went through. I wanted divorce. I even tried to commit suicide because I was damn frustrated कि भाई इससे अच्छा तो भाई एक ही बार में चलो मुझे ये सब नहीं झेलना है. But when you want certain things in your life, you want your marriage to work, you will have to work first. That is the step one, and matlab, it's not changeable. You work for your marriage to work for you. So if your partner is not changing, cool enough, better for you. दो जन के बारे में सोचना नहीं है, तुम खुद के बारे में सोचो. Evolve that changes into you. Show your partner will definitely see that changes. For me, when I started it, for Jeet to that okay Ruchi, there is some change in you are not behaving the way you used to behave before, and with that changes in me, and he got a better feeling from my end. He found more peace with me, and then he started showing interest of what are you doing, what is that thought process you are having, let's do it together, let's I also want this kind of relationship, I'm feeling happy about it. So that is where it all starts with you.
So evolve yourself to a level where automatically the other person doesn't even have a choice. It's like transference.
Yes.
You get to a higher frequency and then automatically other person automatically comes up to that just by virtue of being with you.
Yes. It's very
Awesome.
infectious.
Awesome, awesome. So I have another question over here from the men now, right? And this is one question I
Okay.
think that will make things a little interesting, right? So Indian Youth 1947 asks, what conversation should you do with a girl? And I think what he's trying to say over here, and is like, what do you women want? Like, what do you want? We'll give you, but tell us, what do you want? Batao to
See,
sahi.
we are not that complicated. We definitely have lists long because of all that Bollywoodish feeling in us, but we are not complicated. All we want is your attention, your care, your love, little respect, little sympathy, little empathy, and lots of kind of we time. If you really want to approach a girl into relationship, assure that you both matter to you above everything else in the world. So if you tell a girl that you are the most important human ever, I think you have her heart because that's what she wants. She wants to feel the best. She wants to feel that she's your princess and you will treat her like one. So that's it. That's very simple.
Okay, so you're saying that for women, what's important is to make them feel special.
Feel special, but with all the other thing, you need to be attentive. You need to give her a little attention, your time. See, most of the men, what they do is for them, when you see, when I was working with my clients, when I used to see, first we used to talk to couples alone so that they are opening like मतलब खुल के बात कर सके. So when I used to talk to men, what is your problem in life? Please tell me. I don't have any problem. She is only like that. She has only the problem. I don't feel like there is a problem in the marriage. So basically,
Right.
you guys are having so much pent up emotions in you that you don't open up. Okay, first reason. And second reason, you think that if you become emotionally vulnerable to your wife, you might be taken in a negative way. Your wife will take it you're not man enough, but it's not like that. That's the place you are supposed to be the most vulnerable. Men generally don't talk emotions to friends, to family, to anybody. They just want to have it sorted in themselves. But dude, you got a wife. You need to be vulnerable there. You need to open up there. You need to be your true self. Only then your wives will understand what emotionally you are going through. And when it comes to emotion, I think most of the girls are pretty well in handling emotions. So when they see the raw side of of the husbands, they will kind of get more involved in the relationship and they'll have a little more extra effort to make your man feel that he is not alone. I am there with you. She'll maybe probably cook an extra meal to woo him. But you do that, guys, and you see the magic of how your wife will treat you as. Be vulnerable, just open up, like be your raw self, and you'll get the results.
So
See, I think Shruti agrees with me.
Shruti, agree. What did she say? What did she say?
She's saying correct. We are in a lot
Correct,
of
absolutely. So Shruti is a big fan of you, Ruchi. I think you're
oh,
gonna hear from her soon. But to add to what you are saying from a men's point of view, I think this is true.
no,
See,
your
women.
voice.
Can you hear me? Hello, Ruchi, are you there? Can you hear me? Yeah. No,
I missed
no
you.
problem, no problem at all. So anyway, no, I was saying that I agree with you because when it comes to women, I feel women have a much more easier time to be in touch with their emotions. They're much more emotionally intelligent than men. Men, we are very set in our logic. So, because that's what men are supposed to be, or maybe that's one side of our brain that, we are very used to using. Like when we're at work, we're very logical, where we have to set, things, we have to do things in a logical manner. And we, typically, although I do believe that most people make decisions emotionally, but we don't like to admit it, and we're not very much in touch with our present emotions as much as we should be. And one of the things that I was talking about recently was a man's real strength lies in being real. A man's real
True.
strength lies in being real. So one thing that I have realized over the years is, as I get older, the real strength that we possess, men, women, whatever, but it's in being authentic, and it's being in our real selves. And I think women have a much easier time doing that than men do. Men, they're always thinking about, acha, isko impress karna hai, impress the boss, impress the client, impress the girl, impress the parents, impress the father. And, we have all of these, sort of preconceptions of what we should be like instead of
Right.
just being who we are right
Who
now.
we are, right? Very true, very true. I completely agree to that.
Right. So I think what you're trying to say is if men just kind of let go of their baggage, of all the things that they
Shields.
want to be. I'm sorry?
Shields, the shields that all the men have. If you let go of that.
Exactly. The barriers, the shields, and kind of just open up in a
Right.
way of like who they really are, what they really want, their authentic selves, their shortcomings, all of those things, and just be real about it. I think what you're saying is that that's what women are really looking for. Am I
Yeah.
connecting
So
with you on this
basically,
point?
yes, that is one of the thing. So basically, sometimes, it's very confusing for the women also to understand that what exactly he needs, what exactly, like, it's all trial and error in relationship. For like basically in Indian concept of
Always.
marriage, we don't speak about what exactly we need. We just assume things, or we look up to somebody, or we compare with our friends, or we look up to anything, and we just assume that this is what is required in a marriage, and we go about doing it in a
Sure.
certain manner. Or maybe, see, everybody has a love language. This is something new I want to add up. I just thought of everybody, all the individuals, me, you, my husband, your to be wife, will have a love language. So you need to firstly understand what your love language is and your partner love language is, and communicate with your partner according to her or his love language. Also,
I
if
love
your
the fact that
wife,
you brought this up. I love the fact that you brought this up. In fact, let's talk a little bit about the love languages because I think people will find this really interesting. I believe there are 5 different love languages, if I'm not mistaken. I was also talking to
yes,
somebody about this a few days ago.
yes.
You wanna talk about this? You wanna take the lead and because this is your forte. What are the 5 different love languages, and how can that help people understand how to communicate with their partners better?
So we'll be just covering the major love languages that we are. That's word of affection, that's helping in the course, that's getting physical, and maybe gifts. That is the major
Gifts.
ones. Gifts. So if my love language is ample
There's
of
one
word of
more, I think.
affection.
There's one more. Quality
That's
time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, yes, yes.
There's
That's for quality time. Quality time, because it's my
quality time.
husband's only, so I will have to forget. No, my husband ka hai na, so. So,
Is Jeet here? Is Jeet listening in?
of course he's here. I don't know. I mean,
Hey
where is
Jeet.
it? So he's basically having his like head down and listening to whatever I'm saying, and then he'll catch hold of me. ये
He has
तूने
no
बोला था,
choice.
करती तो नहीं है, करती तो नहीं है. So he'll catch hold
He
of me
has no
like
he
that.
has no choice. He has no choice. He has to listen to you. Sorry. Jokes
Obviously,
apart
he
though.
has
So
to.
go ahead.
Jokes
Go
apart.
ahead. So
So,
what are the love languages?
love languages are the ways you want your partner to express love to you, and that is what will make you feel loved. So if my love language is my love language is words of affection, and my husband is going on giving me gifts, and I will like, अरे ये तो मुझे प्यार ही नहीं करता. हम लोग अक्सर ये बोलते हैं that अरे ये मुझे प्यार ही नहीं करता, या ये मुझे प्यार ही नहीं करती. अरे भाई, मतलब the partner will say, इससे ज्यादा क्या और प्यार करूं. But because you are
Correct.
expressing love according to your love language, which your partner is not able to accept, love him according to his love language and see the difference in opinion he is having. He will definitely go out and tell his friends, my wife loves me unconditionally. Just he'll be out there as a Romeo, and he will be ready to become emotional because he feels loved. He feels that he's important. Most of the men don't feel important. They feel that all the attention is going towards the new daughter-in-law, the wife, her requirements, her expectations. So I am just there to fulfill things. And what more to it, that I am always in the kind of between mother-in-law and the wife. Where am I in this all situation? So when you express love to your husband in his love language, see, it is not always going to be easy. Let's face it, because coming over your love language and loving him according to his love language will be a challenge. But accept it because you actually love your partner. Show it like that, and then see the
So,
difference. Jay,
so,
I can guarantee it.
so let's take a quick example in this. Okay, so let's say that somebody, let's say your love language is quality time, you know,
Yes.
and your partner's love language is, let's say, gifts. Example. Okay. Now for you, if your partner is not spending quality time with you, you're
I
going
will
to
not be
feel
happy.
like you are
I'm
not, you're
not being
not, even
loved.
though he might give you gifts, he's giving
Yes.
you gifts though, because that's his
Yes.
love
Yes.
language. He's giving you gifts.
Exactly. Yes.
But that's still not enough, because you're like, I don't want this. I don't want this
Yeah.
jewelry. I don't want this gifts. Like, I'm not saying you don't want it. I'm sure, like, that's nice. But I'm
No, I
saying,
actually don't need that. I actually am a very minimalistic. I love food and I love my husband. And I want that we should have quality time over food. That's my love language. And I'll be very
lovely.
happy.
So we all have rules in our head
Ru-
for, okay, this person loves me if he does this, this and this. This person doesn't love me if he's doing this, this and this. And if we are not
Yes.
communicating with each other about our rules, then there's going to be misconception. It's just that I'm showing my love in a different way. You're showing it in
Yes.
a different way.
Yes. Yes.
So
100%.
that's
100%.
what I really liked about this whole idea of love languages, because it really makes the lines of communication open. Like, if you were to just tell people, what, I really like having quality time together. This is something that's important for me, and yet when I come to know that for you it's important that I give you gifts, because your love language is gifting, we could actually improve our relationship by you coming to a compromise and spending more quality time with me, and me doing, giving you gifts or spending more time, doing special things for you that you would like. I think
Yes,
that's
yes.
brilliant. That's a good way
That's
of
it. But
figuring things out.
what you pointed out that we need to communicate in that, what I've heard over a lot of time from my clients, मैं क्यों बोलूं,
Yeah.
उसको समझने दो. अरे, he's not a magician. He will not brain read you.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem.
Exactly.
Females just want him to explore, hunt, and find out that thing from you, which is not possible. Come on, he is just as human as you are. If you want to express yourself all the time, expect him to also hear it, and you also express that I need particular thing in a particular way. And if after that he is not
Absolutely.
doing it, then you point out that even after communicating, I don't want you to point out in a very rude manner or in a blame game manner, or you don't even stonewall each other. But when you are communicating, try that what is the happening with you, like are you not able to fulfill my expectations? Let me help you out. Should we just discuss it again? Should you do you want me to help you more, that how you should woo me, or how maybe you should gift me, or how maybe you should take me to a date, etc., etc. But talk, no,
Got
what
it.
is wrong? Why is your ego coming in between that?
It's ego. That's exactly, you hit it right on the nail, So Shruti
Ego.
asked one question. Please suggest why men suddenly be judgmental towards their wives. Difference of opinion is acceptable, but being judgmental is what creates anger and quarrels, basically fights. So what do you have
Yes.
to say to Shruti about that?
Shruti, the question will redirect you to the answer which I gave in the beginning. We are coded in a particular manner. So when men becomes judgmental about wives, it's not because they are judgmental from themselves. It's because they have heard from their friends or heard from their family, and that is the code that they are carrying with them. And if you behave even a percent of it, they will judge it, and then they'll be judgmental for the entire 99%, which might not be true in all the cases. And that is what upsets females a lot. And you literally go nuts over that. Why are you being judgmental? This is not what is happening. But because they are coded in that way, they will still accept what their subconscious is telling them, and they will not accept your topic.
Awesome. Let's talk a little bit about. I'm sorry. Are we there?
Okay, I lost you again. Yeah.
No, I'm so sorry.
Yes, yes.
That was my fault. Anyway, my bad. Let's get back to it. So anyway, I was saying what there are people who are having trust issues. You know, they might be in relationships, or they just might be getting into relationships. So there are two parts to this, right? People are unable to get into relationships, one, because of trust, right? And that's one thing that we kind of went on a little bit, fear of
Yes.
commitment, but we can touch a little bit more on the trust issue part of
Yes.
things.
Yes.
And also, what about people who are in relationships right now, but maybe have been cheated on, maybe have had those kind of negative experiences. Now, how do you move on to that? And if the intention is to still build something out of it and still make it work, how do you go about that? Because that's a really difficult
It's a
territory.
very difficult. So, Jay, mine is a arranged marriage setup. I was not a love marriage kind of person. I was very tomboyish. So when
Wow.
I so when I met Jeet, I was in that equal state of trust issues, and I had no clue whether whatever he's telling me is true, whether he has a darker story, where he has a past story which is not telling me. Whatever he's telling me, is it true? Or when I'll marry him, I'll come to know about the entire different picture. So I definitely entered into that. We have this pre-engagement phase, if you are aware about it. उसको हम हिंदी में गुड़ घाना बोलते हैं. अगर आपको ये बात पता है, do you know about it? It's
Sure, sure.
pre-engagement. So it's
So
basically
my
like
my
थप्पा
my
के अभी
pre-engagement,
ये
so my pre-engagement stage is indefinite, like forever. Anyway, go ahead. I'm just kidding.
So when you meet a guy and you kind of finalize the guy, and from that तुम थप्पा लगा लेते हो कि ये booking है, ये हमारा property है, and then till the dates of the engagement or marriage comes up, you called it as that kind of phase where it's a courtship
Cool,
period. Okay, so in that period,
cool.
what I did was personal experience. What I did was I kind of created an environment. I kind of sometimes I just randomly put up a question which helped me learn few things about Jeet. Basic example, if you take, it is always shown in the movie कि जब भी आप date पे जाओ, always check how the man is calling out to the waiter. Check whether he's opening the door for you or not. So when you see, generally what happens in that courtship period, I'll be very frank, everybody wants to show their
Best
bestest
side.
footfall, bestest, best
Right,
भी नहीं, ऐसा bestest overdo करते हैं कि that no, we
right.
are the best, you are very lucky that you have chosen us, ऐसा वाला feel देते हैं. But why not use the opportunity of the courtship period in knowing each other very very well, so that when you marry and go into living with the person, you don't get surprises. You know that okay, I had discovered about him in the courtship, and I have accepted this marriage with this particular attributes of the partner, and then you will be
Okay.
less surprised.
So let's talk about. This is you're covering this from a point of view of, okay, the courtship period, right?
Courtship
So
period. So that is one the way you can cover your trust issues, and you're already in a relationship with your partner, suppose 1 year, 2 year, and you want to take it ahead, and you feel that there is something going on in your mind. See, Jay, infidelity will never start physically. Infidelity will always begin emotionally. So if there is
very
an
true.
emotional disconnect in the relationship, the partner will move out to find their emotional need and not begin with physical need. So you already know that there is a friction going on between you and your partner, and there is an emotional disconnect going on already, and because of which some things might have happened. It's not necessary, but you feel that things are happening. So what you can do is firstly work upon the issues, work upon the emotional strength, and then go and talk to your partner. See, if you are in love or if you are in the relationship, that means that the partners want each other. So obviously they will talk about things. And if you just go and normally ask that I am feeling in certain manner, see, always you need to understand one thing, Jay, that whenever you're communicating, you need to replace the word I to you. Okay, I will explain it, mother. I know that you are doing something. I know you're flirting with that girl. I know you're going around with the boy. Don't, that will show you as a victim. Instead, are you going under certain problems? Are you not able to express yourself in front of me? Do you think I can help you out more? Make the conversation with respect to your partner, which will make the partner feel important and considerate, and then they will easily open up instead of blaming. Empathize. That's the key to make anybody talk.
Lovely. I think that's absolutely beautiful. You know, what again? I think the way to empathize over here would be to just again be real. It just goes back to that. You know,
It goes back to that. Yeah.
it just goes back to that. Your real strength lies in being real. Your real strength
be
lies in
yourself.
just be yourself, opening up, talking about what's going on. I completely agree with that. You know, in fact, uh, you know, had experiences myself where if I had not taken that extra step and sort of opened up and just being authentic about how I'm feeling or you know what's going on, there were a lot of misconceptions in my mind that would have not gone away, you know, and that I
Right.
think that's true for all kinds of things, not just you know romantic relationships, but doubly true for romantic relationships. But I just think that the stakes are so high, at least it feels that way. You know, I think people have that worry of you know, if I'm going to be real, this person is going to go away because they're not
Yes.
going to like the real me, you know.
Yes.
And I think the issue also, so it starts with actually being in a good relationship with yourself.
Yes. So even before getting into committing yourself with anybody else, you have to be true to yourself, and then anybody will, you get a chance to show your real you, and then get accepted the way you are, and then you don't have a say about that. तुम शादी के बाद बदल गए हो. अरे मैं ऐसा ही था. So that will
Right,
never come into
right.
picture.
Right. By the way, guys, everybody listening in, so if there is a question that we have missed out that you typed and I could not answer or we did not see, please type it again and we will address those questions as well. So I don't, you know, I knew that the chats are kind of moving quite fast and I just noticed that, so I just want to say it. If there's any question that we've missed out, please put them in the chat box. I want to address each and every one of them. So, you know, for all the women listeners, you know, I have my notes here, by the way, so I'm just referring to. But for all the women listeners, what can they do better for their partners? Being a woman yourself, you know, what do you
Right.
think women get wrong and what can they do better?
So the biggest, I think, mistake. No, I can count a lot of lists because it's a fact, but I'll not point out right now because there are a lot of women on the call, and I don't want to
No, but
make
they need to
anybody
hear
sad.
it. No, no, but
But
they need to hear it. Really, they do.
okay,
No, because if we're
so
not going to be honest and true about it, we can't help anyone, Ruchi. We can't. You
okay,
know, we
so
got to be
okay,
honest.
then I need to point out these three mistakes women make, which definitely turns off any relationship, and I will address it right away. Reason number one is they kind of include their family, friends in the personal matter. So whenever you or your boyfriend, you or your to-be husband, or you or your husband has a conflict, or you have a differences of opinion, then you should only kind of complete it or solve it within yourself. The moment you turn towards any third person and of your circle, they will obviously have a bias inputs. You will try to
Right.
apply those
Okay.
bias inputs in your relationship, and it will worsen the things out. Secondly, if your husband comes to know or your wife comes to know that you are talking about our problems to third person, it will kind of make them three steps ahead of you or behind of you. They'll take back. They will actually get turned off with this point. It's the biggest problem men have about women, that they share their secrets with others, which they do not want at all. So confidentiality is to be kept no matter what. Even you have that urge to talk, go to the loo, shout all your topics so that you don't have the urge to talk to any third person, nor your family, nor your friends. Confidentiality has to be sealed and maintained no matter what. Second point that I want to cover is okay, am I going too heavy? Please, Jay, I don't want to be
No,
heavy.
no, no,
So,
no, no. I want you to be heavy. I want you to give it to them because you know what? One of the first things that people do when they have a fight is they go to their friend or they go to somebody, and
Yes.
they'll and for a guy it'll be like, what, probably this is what's going on with her, maybe this is it, you should just leave her and go and talk to this girl
And
instead,
also,
or let's go out,
you
let's
will
go
also,
drinking.
and उससे ये भी होता है कि हाँ, ये उसे भड़का रही होगी, ये उसे भड़का रहा होगा. So whenever, if even after that incident, you want to, take a step from your input or your thought process, you will not be believed because they will think, हाँ, तुझे तो किसी और ने ही पट्टी पड़ा के रखा है ना. ये काफी होता है रिलेशनशिप में, जिस वजह से देयर इज अ टर्न ऑफ पॉइंट दैट नो, ओके, लेट्स नॉट टॉक, कट ऑफ द टॉपिक, कट द डिस्कशन, वैसे होता है. So yes,
Putting it under the rug, you're
confidentiality.
just kind of
Yeah.
sweeping it under the
Yeah.
rug types, which
And
is not going to
it
work.
doesn't
You
go.
got to address
It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere because it's
Yeah.
going to stay there. And one day, when the heap is built, it is nicely going to show its real value to you, and then you are going to
Explode.
go in racks. You explode, break up. That's it. Tata, bye bye, khatam. So
Right.
confidentiality has to be maintained. The second point is women all. I think both of them, men and women, always look up to the reactions. So when I am irritated with, see, there is need, 6 needs of any individual in a relationship. If the needs are not addressed, if I am incomplete in my intimate relationships, if I'm incomplete financially, if I'm incomplete somewhere or the other, but a sensitive topic that I denied to talk about, I will react to all the petty topics that are going around. मतलब सब्जी में नमक कम है, I will make a mess out of it. तुमने मेरे को आज गुड मॉर्निंग नहीं विश किया, I will make a mess out of it. But that's not the real problem. That's the reaction to the underlying problems that you guys are having in your mind, that you are incomplete. But talk it out. You will never talk it out because you feel that is sensitive. But come on, you are in a relationship that itself is sensitive. So always, firstly, introspect yourself and know what you are really irritated with. Do not create a mess out of small topics that turns off men completely off. Because they don't like handling petty issues. They will get irritated कि भाई पूरा दिन ऑफिस में बॉस का सुनो, घर पे आके तुम्हारा सुनो, भाई मैं सो रहा हूँ 8 घंटा, कल मैं ऑफिस चला जाऊंगा, that's it. You will easily kind of avoid your wife. But if your wife comes up to you and talks a sensitive topic, I will guarantee you the husband will put everything aside, even his mobile aside, and give you a ear. That what is wrong? Like, why did you think like this? Can I do something about it? Men are logical. So men will be logical by addressing your problems. So always introspect. That is the mistake number 2. That do not react to the actions you are not wanna talk about. And the third thing is, see, it's kind of, we girls are very we are like volcano. We want to just react very quickly. मतलब उन्होंने कुछ ऐसे बोलते ना, गरम तवे होते हैं, थोड़ा सा पानी छिड़काने, that we want to just explode. So I think we are very kind of what is that word? I suddenly forgot that word. We're very quick in reacting. That is the problem. Impulsive. See, that happens sometimes. So we are very impulsive, and that is what also men do not like. Whenever you're talking with a man, deal with the patience you have. I mean, Jeet has taught me patience. You can't even imagine. I was like a spring. From here. I would be like that throughout. And
Right.
he has taught me to stay grounded, be patient with whatever I'm talking, whatever he's talking, give it a ear, give it a thought, and then talk. So stop being impulsive is the third mistake we females make. I stop making it, but we make for the men to get completely off. So I think these are the 3 major things which I have felt and I have addressed it to all. I hope that's you
No,
got it
that's
right.
wonderful. I think that's beautiful. And you were bang on to put them out because this is what you feel that can really help women improve their relationships, because this is all that is in control for the woman to change. This is their power. This is how they can empower themselves. I think that's lovely. We have a few questions now that have come up, so I'm just gonna read them out very quickly. So, Happy Around the World asks your take on a narcissist partner. I think you briefly touched on that, but if you want to just round that off, if you want to.
So
Then Simran
narcissist.
asks, yeah.
Okay, do you want me to answer that? So see,
Yeah, go
narcissist is a
ahead.
thing. Jay, it's a condition. Narcissist means to all the listeners out there. So narcissist man are those men who will always think about themselves. They will woo you not to please you, but they think that they deserve the best, they deserve the compliments, and that is the reason they will be very, very manipulative of the emotions. So you will never be able to kind of completely know a narcissist if your husband is having a condition of being narcissist. There is no cure. I'm very sorry, but there is no cure. That can be only dealt with or kind of reduce the intensity, but there is no cure to it. But if he has a really intense condition, I'm sorry, female, you need to close your eyes, be strong, and you need to cut off with that relationship because they have a capability
Wow.
to make you no, Jay, it's actually truth. They have a capacity to make you feel good for nothing. A few months or a year into relationship with a narcissist, Jay, and you will think of yourself as you are a failure, you are good for nothing, you have never done things anything wrong. Am I the only wrong person? Have I not done anything? The जितने भी negative things हो सकते हैं ना, and it will hit your depression level. So if you are into a marriage with a condition, a medical proven condition narcissist man, so I'm sorry, you guys need to take harsh steps and save your life. There's no way out to this.
Wow, wow. Well, I appreciate you telling me, like it is, and telling us like it is about this because I think there are very few people who tell the truth, and as a coach, we got to tell the truth. So
Yes.
I really appreciate that. Simran says, are you going to save this session? Yes, Simran, I am planning on doing that, and just stick around for the feed, and we'll let you know how you can get access to this later on. Why women want men to figure out what's wrong with them and not just articulate it? That Vikram asks why women want men to figure what's wrong with them and not just articulate. I think you mentioned that they need to
Yes.
articulate it, right?
Yeah, I will see both of them needs to work. So you want a relationship, so does your partner. So when there is something wrong, both of them needs an intervention. Both of them needs to have a ritual. See, there are rituals which I make my clients follow. That date your wife every week or talk it out Tuesdays. So any one Tuesday of a month, you just have dinner together and you talk what talk like not gossiping around. Men are impulsive, females are impulsive, so if you know to hit the string right way, you will get all the answers you require. You just need to
I
talk the raw emotions.
I love what you just mentioned. I think you're absolutely right about this. Rituals are so important. I mean, as people, so when I work with people, even on peak performance, you prime your body with rituals. By the way, we have just 25 seconds remaining, so I will put this back
Yes.
on. People can join in again. But until we end, I'm saying that, even when you're performing, trying to perform at your peak levels in sports or even in business, anything like that, you have rituals. And
Yes.
similarly, when it comes to relationships, I think having a
We have
ritual like
rituals.
this, once a
Yes.
Welcome back, guys. We're just getting started. Hey, Divya. Divya, by the way, the next question I'm going to ask is yours. So let's just wait for Ruchi to come back, and we'll go into that. Okay. So anyway, we were talking about. Hey, Vijay, what's up? How you doing? Hey, Vikram. Hey, Ruchi is here. Awesome. So Ruchi just send me a request. I will. Yeah, there you go. Wait for Ruchi to come back, but as she does, what she was talking about when it comes to rituals, when it comes to, hey, you're back. What's up?
Hi.
Awesome.
So
Awesome. So, okay,
my entire family is sitting right in the
waiting.
hall. No, not waiting. They have connected the laptop in the entire home theater and then nicely watching. Everybody peeped in. Khatam hua kya? We wanted to hear more. I was like, no, we are coming.
Yeah, yeah. Though we're just gonna finish up. I know that it's been on for long, but it's been such an amazing, interesting conversation that I don't feel like just ending it like that. So I wanna round it off properly and end it maybe with a couple of more questions. So if you're okay with that, Ruchi.
Yes, definitely, definitely. I mean,
Awesome. So, again, what you mentioned when it comes to rituals, what are a few rituals that you follow right now? And I'll tell you a little bit about what I do, but what you follow.
so 10 minutes every day. That's the first ritual that you need to follow. Me and Jeet has a little more than that. Every morning tea of around 20 minutes to 30 minutes, no matter what, we do it together. We have a tea together, we talk, we plan our day. तुम क्या करने वाली हो, मैं क्या करने वाली हूँ, आज सब्जी नहीं आई है, मुझे मार्केट जाना पड़ेगा, अच्छा सब्जी ले आई हो, कौन सी सब्जी है, वाई नॉट दैट टॉक ऑल्सो, तुम ऑफिस में क्या करने वाले हो, आज तुम्हारा कौन से प्रोजेक्ट पे काम चलने वाला है, इज योर बॉस गोइंग टू गो मैड एट यू, सो वी बोथ बेसिकली आर इनटू बिजनेस, सो वी टॉक बिजनेस, और वी इफ वी डोंट हैव एनीथिंग टू टॉक, वी विल टॉक plans. 1 year later, no, I am going to leave this house and go into a bigger house, which I will have a jacuzzi bathroom with. Plan, excite your relationship, excite your spark, bring that spark back into that relationship. If you
Big crazy
dream,
dreams.
if you dream, you will have you will have that get go wala feeling and you will achieve it, or at least you will start in doing something very nearby to it. So we dream. I want to go to Northern Lights and have a candlelight dinner over there, and that is what we talk. So if some third person will come and listen to us, he will be like, bhai tum dono normal ho na, I mean, what are you even talking early morning while having tea? So that is the 10-minute ritual every couple should follow if you want to bond, if you want to see change is constantly happening in individual lives. So if you are talking daily 10 minutes, you know which current state your partner is at. Is he changed from one state to another? Is he become more sensible? Is he become more immature? Is he become more emotional, or is he become more logical? And then you can always twist your talks accordingly, your behaviors accordingly. Someday we are just talking, we are sitting by, we are talking, and he'll just be like, "Aaj mausam acha hai na? I feel like having Chinese." That is giving me the hint that he will never tell me directly that Ruchi, cook it for me, because he knows that I have certain responsibilities, but he has given me a hint.
Right.
And when he comes back from office, I will have that Chinese ready, and he think about that happiness he is having on his face because he wanted to do something and he got that thing. That's a little moments you have, right? That can be sorted by 10-minute talk. Date your wife daily. वीकली, डेली तो मार डालेंगे सब हस्बैंड्स मुझको पकड़ पकड़ के ढूंढ ढूंढ के. डेट योर वाइफ वीकली. सो डेटिंग इज नॉट एक्सपेंसिव. Make a ritual that every Saturday, so me and Jeet are big time movie fans, okay? We have watched, like on his birthday, we went to the morning 7:30 show. We came out of the theater, we watched for second show, we came out of theater and we watched the third show. We did a hat trick like that without going home, without having food. We watched it like, so we are that crazy. So we know each other's likings and dislikes. So every
Wait,
weekend.
I have a question. Did you guys buy tickets for all three, or did you just go on
We bought only for one. So that's the fun thing, right? Dada washroom jana hai. So that's the trick, guys. So if you are not getting caught, so you go to washroom when the end credit comes, and then you shift the screen around.
That is so crazy, though. I mean, that's amazing. Like, it's just a stupid small thing, but the I get what you're trying to say. The excitement that you feel together
happened
doing
on
something like that.
25th February. That is my husband's birthday. Today is 10th June, and look at the happiness I'm having even while talking about it. Isn't it giving me the spark to still feel loved? I mean, I still am falling in love while talking about this. So this is crazy. And people, क्या होता है ना, when they get married, people are like, हम शादीशुदा हैं, हम ऐसे नहीं बिहेव कर सकते. अरे किसने बोला तुमको? There is no rule book. You can behave as crazy as you want to. I have been single all my life to be with a man who can handle my craziness the way I want to. So there are times when we both are on bed and we are jumping and my daughter is looking कि भाई ये मम्मी पापा है कि कौन है. So we do that. Because that what keep the spice alive. लोग बहुत ज़्यादा date का concept wrong करते हैं. So we were getting back on the rituals. So we do the weekend dating. So every weekend, because there is a lot of traffic on road, there is a lot of mess in the eateries. We don't move out of the house. All we do is I don't cook on Sundays. I don't cook dinners on Sundays. There's a rule.
Right,
We kind
right.
of create a home theater atmosphere. We have the yellow lights on. We have popcorn in place, and we watch a movie. Sometimes, because we are just debating on which movie to watch, we don't end up watching the movies. He will say, I will generally go for a horror movie. He will always go for a educational movie or a sci-fi movie. और हम 3 घंटा झगड़ा करेंगे. Netflix to Hotstar to Prime, Prime to Z. We will switch the apps, not watch movie, but still make sure that we do that ritual together every week. That gives us our V time. Immaterial of having a baby, everybody in the marriage, your in-laws, your babies, everything comes only when you two were married. You have to remember that. It was the entire life around your marriage started because you both were bonded. So always keep that important. Females in marriage will always keep their babies priority. अब मैं माँ बन गई हूँ, बच्चा प्रायोरिटी है, फोकस ऑन किड्स. हस्बैंड्स काफी टाइम उसमें सैड हो जाते हैं, कॉम्प्रोमाइज फील करते हैं कि हाँ अब अटेंशन नहीं मिल रहा है. बट रिमेंबर लेडीज, you were the reason the baby is in the place right now. So never let you two get affected because of anything else in your life. I am not telling to disown anything. Everybody has time, but you guys are important than any other relationship in the world. So that is the second ritual.
Lovely.
And third ritual is like randomly pick up a day in a month, surprise each other that चल आज बात करते हैं, and talk your pain, talk what is not liked by each other, talk what you expect from each other, and talk what is kind of you feel incomplete. My career started like that. Jay, you won't believe, when we thought of doing this ritual, one sudden day when we were talking and the topic was career, I demanded, Jeet, I am feeling really lost. Before marriage I was a choreographer, I was an event manager, I was a host, I was also doing a job, I was into multiple things. Right now after marriage I am feeling very very incomplete for my individuality. My character persona is not there anywhere. I am just Jeet Hirani's wife, which I am not able to accept. My subconscious is dying for one validation that I need for my individuality. That what, because I know I have guts in me, I know I have that skills in me that I can be out and I can do something better. And with that practice of ritual, he initiated my career. He brought that career focus in my life back. I was afraid of starting my career because of many things, but he gave me that courage, that रुचि सब हो जाएगा, कुछ करते तेरे करियर का. एंड ओवर दैट वी ओवर द 10-minute टॉक, ओवर द वीकली डेट्स, ओवर द टॉक इट आउट ट्यूजडेज, we built the entire career. And today I am on the live with Jay Parekh getting interviewed on relationship coaching. What most proof you want of having this ritual sorted?
I appreciate that. And you know what? That's exactly what I was saying when it comes to relationships. I think people have that, a fear of commitment. And of course, committing in the wrong place is I mean, it's nobody wants that. But at the same time, don't be afraid to give it a chance, because this is exactly what can happen out of that. Like what you've experienced. He
Yes.
supported you, he helped you, he gave you that push. We are capable of so much more in the right
Yes.
kind of relationship. It elevates us to another level of potential altogether. For
Altogether.
me to make, because for me to make people stronger, I think this is one part that people kind of forget. This is a very important part of the human experience. This is how you get really to the best version of yourselves, when you have the right person with you.
Yes, it does.
So Divya
And
had
the
one
right
question.
person, yes, please. So I
No,
was
go
telling
ahead. You
that,
wanna finish
see,
this?
many of the my friends were like, how do you find that right one? How do you know that he is the right one? Or she is the right one?
Tell
So
us.
Jay,
Yeah, tell us.
Jay, no, there is no no person is right or wrong, Jay. I mean, I can be, before Jeet, I had experienced a failed relationship. I fell for a man thinking that he is right for me. And I was very naive. I was like, back in 2005, I was very naive, and he tried to abuse me. And I had a mindset that, oh, I am not a love material. And because of which I got tomboyish. Because I was tried to abuse, God forbid, and I was saved. Thank you, thanks, mom, dad. But because of that one incident that happened, I felt that I was not meant to be loved. But when I had to get married eventually. My mom, dad were looking for boys. That is the reason I never got into love, and I became tomboyish. And when I met Jeet, firstly, it felt that he has the capability to make me, believe that, okay, I am lovable also. Firstly, secondly, I was having immense clarity that if I get into this relationship, I will make it work, no matter what, because I have waited for it my whole life. And if I am having that clarity, I was having clarity of thoughts and communication also. And after doing all that pros and cons, even I faced problems initially because I was having a lot of encodes, but see, it works when you want to work, as I always keep on saying. And after a right communication, I changed that relationship. I changed my mindset and I made him my Mr. Right and he made me his Mrs. Right. And now I can assure you that we are power millennial couples. We are on our journey to achieve the lifestyle of our dreams that we want to. I can assure you that in next 5 years we are going to be there.
So you're just basically saying that it's not about finding the right person, but it's about working on it to make it the right relationship.
You make it the right dress.
You make it the right
110%.
relationship. That's
Yes.
lovely. That's lovely. Divya had a question, which I know she's asked a couple of times. And I really want to cover it. So
Yes.
we'll wind up with this question. Okay.
Done.
So she asked this question that what if the woman is earning more or is more successful than the man? That creates maybe a jealousy maybe in the man, or how should she go about making the relationship work in that kind of a situation? Because typically I guess I understand where she's coming from. A lot of men have a problem with that. Ego comes into play and stuff. So what would you say to her about that?
So firstly, you have the awareness that you are earning more. So never let your actions, emotions, or words be in that way to overshadow your husband. In such sensitive matter, for some time, your husband is, see, nobody is going to earn less for the rest of their life. It's only a phase when he is earning less than you. You will have to make sure through your actions, gestures, you will always be extra protective about him, be extra careful about your actions, words, and how you kind of reciprocate to his call. See, if he's telling you something, obey him a little more than you used to obey. Give him that little love or little attention than you used to give. This will make him feel that देख पैसे कमाने के बाद भी वो change नहीं हुई. She's still the same like she was before. So the first thing that you need to do is be sensitive, that have that awareness that you are earning right now more. So there might be a kind of situation where your actions or your behavior might hurt your husband. Don't do it. Be very, very aware about your state you are into. And secondly, Jay, this is my personal thing I'm sharing with you. Since last 3 months, okay, 11th April, my birthday, my book got launched. Till now, Jeet has literally paused his career to support me in my career, which no man can do. It takes a lot of guts for any man to pause what he is doing to support and empower his wife. And in this situation, when I know that he is doing that much for me, I behave wrongly to him, he will never ever have the guts to come up and help me, because he knows what I will behave with him. So right now, in last 2 months, I have been very, very aware that I never hurt him even for a bit. Though I get hurt sometimes, he over expects me to do in certain, वो काम ऐसे ही होना चाहिए, be perfectionist, do your website like this, do your work like this. He tells me, and sometimes I go mad, I go mental कि इतना over expectations हो रहा है. But I will not tell him. I will not at all speak like that, so that he doesn't feel that okay मेरे को यही मिला ना sacrifice करके. He should never for once feel that. So, girls, I am going through that situation right now, and I know what you girls feel, and this is the only solution for it. Be mentally aware of your words, actions, and gestures. That's it. You are done.
Wow. Ruchi, I wanna end the session today, giving the audience just a little bit of pain, just a little bit of pain. Why don't you tell us, if things keep going the way that they are going right now, for a lot of couples where they're not communicating right, or they're not maybe giving things a chance, or maybe they have that fear of commitment. What happens if they don't get over these things? What is
Okay. So, if you're talking about, are you like being want to be specific about the non-married group or the married people, or both?
No, both, because
Okay.
I think both need to know this. I think this is very important, and I know that we are going to end it on a little strong note, but I think that's important because what I want, this is not for people's entertainment. I don't care people on the group are finding this great or not great. Honestly, I want to make sure that people need to change their lives. People
Right.
need to take
Right.
action, right? Be straight with them. Tell them,
Okay.
if you
Okay.
don't do this, what's going to end up happening? If you don't
Right.
get couple clarity, what's going to end up
Right.
happening?
Right. So for all the non-married couples, men out there or females out there, so if you are having self-doubt, if you're having trust issues, if you have the fear of commitment before even entering into that zone, you will never able to justify that relationship because you will enter with a lot of negative coding in your head. And even if that spark happens, one little spark, and you will make it like a volcano. You will not accept the spark as a spark. So firstly, you have to drain off all your negative thoughts and make a positive biases about, leave your biases away. You just have to be positive about the constitution marriage. It is beautiful. People talk shit about marriage. Forget them. Live your own experience and make your own belief system. That is what I will tell to all the singles out there. For all the married people out there, see, we have always seen our elders. They will live with the same family, same environment, same husband and same wife till they die, but they will always crib. And point एक आता है relationship में after maybe 10 years or 12 years when they get into rebellious mode. They will not try and improve the relationship. They are okay fighting, they are okay having conflicts, and they will always have a tug of war, a friction going on and on and on till they die. So, if you don't want to die like that, if you want to die happily like they show in the movies, till death parts us apart, then you need to work on your clarity. You need to know what you want your life as. Do you want your life to just go and crib entire life? मतलब मर के भी ऊपर जाओगे ना तो भगवान को बोलोगे क्या पति दिया था यार तुमने, एकदम मजा नहीं आया. अरे भगवान बोलेंगे मैंने पति सबको वैसा ही दिया था, तुमने क्या किया differently. So if you don't want to die like that, work on it right now, and in next 1 year your relationship will drastically change like mine have changed. I'm sure that I'm going to die a gala life. People will remember me like that.
100%. Thank you so much, Ruchi. Guys, go
Thank
ahead.
you so
If you're
much.
not following her, go on her Instagram profile. Please follow her because she is really, really amazing when it comes to helping people, helping couples with their problems. And this conversation has been so enlightening for me. Yes, somebody asked me, Jay, do you have a podcast? Yes, I do have a podcast. It's called the Alpha X Podcast. You can Google it, Alpha X, the Alpha X Podcast, Jay Parekh. You'll find it on YouTube. You can find it on
So,
Spotify.
Jay,
Very
even I
soon
have
on
a
Apple as well.
podcast. So, even
Yes,
I
you
have a
do.
podcast. Smile,
Go
please.
ahead.
You are married. It's in continuation with my book. So, guys, if you have not read my book, go and read my book. It's available on Amazon Kindle as a e-version. And after that, there is a podcast related to our marriage story, how all the problems we faced and overcome it. So, there are a lot of things. Follow me, and you'll be coming to know about it soon.
Lovely, Ruchi. Thank you so much for being on with me on live. And there's so much more actually that I have not spoken about. So next time, let's do this again soon sometime.
Very
We'll let
true.
everybody know when we're doing it again. And
Guys, do you want
there's
it?
like a whole bunch of
Guys,
things.
do you want it? Do
How
you
many
want
people?
it?
How many people would like us to go live again? Please give me a thumbs up on the chat. If you guys want me to go live again with Ruchi, give me a thumbs up. I'll call her back.
I am not seeing
So-
much thumbs up. Where are you guys?
Awesome.
Oh, great.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. See, this is why we do this. And Ruchi, thank you again for coming on board. It was lovely having you. And
Thank you.
see you, everyone. See you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Bye bye, guys. Stay happy, stay loving, and believe happily ever after does exist, guys. It does exist. We'll make it possible for you. Bye bye.
Bye, guys. Take care. See you.